What's up, guys? This is Chris Albert. I'm going to take you through my latest chest workout. I've been working really hard on the bench press. I've never had a good bench press ever in my life. I've suffered a lot of injuries as far as pec tears and having scar tissue in my pecs and things like that. And so I really just got back into it last month. Um, I get pretty heavy today, and I think it's by virtue of just really working my triceps, really working my deltoids, and working that overhead press. I don't like the bench press too much as far as regular chest development, and so I really use it just to leverage my hormones. And what I mean by that is by putting stress on the body, doing some heavy lifting, and then going into some pump work afterwards to really hit the pectoral muscles. It's good for tiring out the shoulders. The other thing is it really helps to build thickness between the chest and the lats, because your lats are actually heavily involved in this movement if you're doing it correctly. And you notice here I have some really tight lats. If you notice on the last set I was a little bit shaky, and that's because my lats had a bunch of knots in them. So I'm spending a little time here rolling out those knots, getting the foam over there. There's not a lot of pressure there because it's on the pad, but just trying to get into those tender spots and just hammer them out a little bit so that I'm a little bit less shaky on the next set. Again, the lats are super involved in this exercise. You need a good bit of lat flexibility, and you need well-developed lats in order to press. So if you're looking for a big bench press, make sure you're doing some pulling movements, you know, in the opposite or reverse fashion from the bench press. On your back day, or even on your chest day, you can do that. A lot of powerlifters incorporate heavy rows into their bench press workouts. Taking 315 here. I do this for 2 sets of 5. I'm not going high repetition. I'm trying to keep my repetitions on this below 5 because I'm looking for performance. But getting up here, this was actually a pretty good set for me. You see Sean Butler back there. He's spotting me. He's a Huntington Beach lifeguard, super fit, endurance competitor, and he's a CrossFitter, really great athlete. But I'm taking in. You see, I use pretty much a powerlifting form for when I'm bench pressing. I try to arch my back, keep my whole body tight, and get some good leg drive in there, and just really trying to place some good stress on the body. The last rep here again was a little bit shaky. You see my elbow shaking underneath my wrist, and again that's because of the tightness in my shoulders and the tightness in my lats. My central nervous system got a little bit peaked, and I decided to go for it again, and it actually looks a little bit easier on the second set. I was actually really happy with this. I hit 315 for 5 a few weeks ago, and that was really good for me. The most I've ever bench pressed, and again, this is a crappy bench press, was 365. And when I say crappy, I don't mean that to down anybody else or anything. I say for me that's crappy because I've been doing this for a really long time. Come in to do some volume work now, and I hit incline barbell press, and I did not go heavy on this because again my front shoulders and pecs were super tight, but I hit a lot of repetitions, I think between 15 and 20, and you see by me not locking out, I'm really just looking for a pump in the chest, trying to get some blood into the muscle. I am super cautious on this because the last time I did tear my pec, it was on the incline press. And then I move over into dips to hit the lower chest. I'm not getting great range of motion here again because my front deltoids are so tight, but I am activating those pecs. You don't need a whole lot of range of motion on the dips to activate the pecs. Definitely go to where I was going and hit the muscle perfectly. Over here I'm moving into some machine flies, really high repetition. Hit about 20, just trying to squeeze it out, work that last bit of muscle fiber that hasn't been hit yet, trying to drive blood into the muscle, and at this point, yeah, my pecs are really sore. And then after this, I show you a little bit of my high intensity cardio routine, and I like to work in high intensity cardio as well as steady state cardio, but here I'm doing heavy kettlebell swings for 100 reps continuous. I believe that's a 71-pound kettlebell. I use the Dan John style kettlebell swing, where I'm not going all the way over my head. It's mostly just hip movement, not trying to use my arms at all. And the reason why I use this kettlebell swing is because I feel it works things, it's a good transition to the deadlift and the squat, using that hip drive. You also notice here that my fly is down, and though I'm not unleashing the beast, it is quite apparent that my fly is down. You know, I had to pee, and I guess in my fervor of getting back to the weight, I forgot to zip it up. So enjoy that. If you guys got any questions for me, hit me up at gettingtoshredded@gmail.com. Peace out.